Salute, salute, salute. YouTube, what it is, man. Nocturnal Thoughts, what's happening? Hey, real quick video. Wanted to do a prediction fight for a prediction video for Mario Barrios, the Tank versus the El Azteca. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta Tank Davis versus Mario Barrios. A great fight. I was watching some blood last night, man. He said Tank is fighting a meaningless fight. You know, he said El Azteca is not a champion. He's not. He doesn't really have a real belt. Gervonta Tank Davis wanted to call himself a champion in 147. He got to fight Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor got all the belts and is causing too much confusion to have these regular champions with belts in 140 and all these other weight classes. You know how that go. And when it comes to that, man, you cannot argue with the OG blood boxing. I agree with you 100%. But I do like this fight for Gervonta Tank Davis because, man, my phone about to die. I do like this fight for Gervonta Tank Davis because it has some components that to me offer more adversity than his previous opponents. You dig? Like, I knew he was gonna knock out Leo Santa Cruz. Um, I knew he was gonna knock out Yuriokis Gamboa. You know, this fight, I can't say that for sure. He's gonna knock out this kid, El Azteca, Mario Barrios. They both come from matriarchal households, and they both were able to have uh, male mentors. Oh man, that shit right there. I'm gonna have to get back on that. They both have excellent male mentors. Shouts out to Coach Calvin Ford. Shouts out to Virgil Hunter. I think Virgil Hunter is the more successful, you know what I'm saying, as a coach with Andre Ward. I think he even might have trained with Amir Khan for a while. Ah. So even Mario Barrios, he's raised in a household full of women, but they're fighting women. You know what I'm saying? His one of his sisters is a professional boxer, and he even said when they was younger, man, she used to give him the business, and he hit some growth spurts and got into developed his man strength and everything like that. And you know, we all know the story, man. He's a big 140 pounder. Guzman used to say, I watched him get his hands wrapped backstage, and he got some huge hands like a middleweight, you know. So he hits hard. He has the height. He has the size advantage. He's naturally a bigger dude. He's going to be a full-fledged welterweight. And like I said, he offers some components that I think are somewhat, you know, some questions that have not been answered in Tank Davis's career so far. But I don't want to make this video too long, man. I'm gonna make my prediction, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I know the majority of people are riding with Gervonta Tank Davis on this fight, based off of his power and his speed and his explosiveness. Now, let me go on record and say this one thing. I really don't trust this fight. I think this fight has some nefarious activities behind it. I don't trust Leonard Ellaby in this point in his career as a promoter. I do not trust Al Heyman when it comes to, you know, having a superstar fighter and putting him in the ring with dangerous opponents. And I do not trust Floyd Money Mayweather when it comes to taking his young superstar fighters and having them fight high-risk fights. Leonard Ellaby says he's not a fan of this fight. This fight wasn't his idea. It was totally the idea of Gervonta Tank Davis. daring to be great. I want to believe that. So I'm going to scrape off my doubts of this being a straight up and down fight. And I'm going to say this is going to be El Azteca versus a Tank. No nefarious activities. With that being said, I'm going to go out of the window, walk out on the branch, and I'm going to pick Mario Barrios. If I'm wrong and that branch breaks, hey man, I get to fall on a nice cushion of I don't give a fuck. It's just boxing, and I don't just go with the flow of what everybody else goes with. That's not fun to me. I know Gervonta Tank Davis most likely can win this, will win this fight. Um, he's faster. Mario Barrios does get off to a slow start, in my opinion. Mario Barrios, in the past, does like to engage, and when he engages, he does get hit a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I do not think, and I do not know that Gervonta Tank Davis's stamina will carry into the 140. I know his power will. I know he's going to bring his power, but I don't know if he's going to be able to bring his stamina and his conditioning along with his power, fighting a naturally bigger guy. I think he's going to be explosive, but he's only going to be explosive in certain moments. He's going to pick and choose his moments to be explosive, ram up, put his foot to the pedal, and then he's going to idle down. And I think if Al Azteca fights the right fight and can offset that with a strong jab and dominate the range, and once Gervonta Tank Davis is able to close and collapse the pocket, if he is able to keep his punches nice and short, little uppercuts, like Freddie Roach said, you a tall glass skyscraper. There's a lot of glass windows to break. Tighten up that defense when you get on the inside. Nice little uppercuts. If he wraps up Gervonta Tank Davis, Gervonta Tank Davis does not like working out of the clinch. I would tie him up. Whenever they got too close, I would tie him up. If we was in the middle of the ring, I would walk him to the ropes. When the referee breaks us up, I'm right back working behind my stick with the whole ring behind me. You know what I'm saying? And if we're close to the ropes, I'm going to wrap him up, walk him over to the ropes. When the referee breaks us up, I got my man trapped in the corner or trapped against the ropes, and I'm going to use my range and just use my stick and keep him at a respectable level. He got some power, he got some pop, but I would not go into this mano-y-mano, blow for blow, toe-to-toe. I'm a bigger man, I'm going to take your hit and give you my hit. I wouldn't go for that. I was smart intellectually. I would fight intellectually. I would take the page out of Yorioka Gamboa's book of the clinch, and I would definitely listen to Virgil Hunter and fight the smart fight, round by round, one punch at a time. Respect Tank's power, but you know what I'm saying, at the same time, don't be afraid of it. And I seen that Mario Barrios does have a high tolerance of pain. When his last fight, when he had his face completely swole up, he still managed to get a knockdown in the 12th round. So he does have a high tolerance for pain. I don't see him just folding underneath the pressure, unless it's just a unsurmountable amount of power that Gervonta Tank Davis will have, which I do not believe his power is overrated, but I don't think his power and conditioning and stamina and reflexes would translate and carry into the 140-pound division to fight the likes of a Josh Taylor. So that's my pick. I'm going with El Azteca, Mario Barrios. I hope to see a good, clean fight and let the best man win. And at the end of the day, I think both men wins and boxing wins. I think Gervonta Tank Davis, if he was to lose, it would only make him better. Nobody has to be undefeated to be a champion. And if Mario Barrio loses, I think it also makes him a better fighter. He will still have plenty of time to make the adjustments, go back to the drawing board, and improve himself and have a great career. They are both young, hungry lions. And I'm glad to see that this fight is being made despite the fact that Mario Barrios is not a true champion, the likes of a Jose Ramirez or Josh Taylor. And I like to see Gervonta Tank Davis stepping up to 140 pounds. At one point in time, he said he feels this most explosive, most strongest, most athletic at 130 pounds. And he proved that against Leo Santa Cruz. But at 135 pounds, he looked a little out of sorts with being able to make the adjustments between his power and his conditioning. So time will tell really soon. I'm looking forward to this fight. Hope it's a great fight. Everybody out there, hope y'all appreciate that. And it's definitely nothing against Gervonta Tank Davis. If you're a super Gervonta Tank Davis fan, trust me, I do pull for the young kid from Baltimore. Everything he's been through, I salute. I wish him nothing but success. And Mario Barrios, you know what I'm saying? I hope it's no nefarious activities. I know he didn't come from, like, you know what I'm saying, rags to riches. His house, to me, he grew up in like a regular suburban household. A little jacket that he sport, he made his own jacket, so obviously he ain't just balling out of control. So I can see them slipping him a check like, look, man, this is gonna set your family up for a long time. Come in here, put on a good performance, get in good shape, fight hard, but we don't expect you to win. I hope that's not the case. I hope it's straight up, you know what I'm saying, no funny business. No funny business. Just boxing. Nocturnal thoughts, man. I'm gonna get back to my relaxation. Salute, man. Nocturnal thoughts signing out.